Ahoy, matey. Avast ye to this new challenge set up for the YouTubes. In this series, we'll be completing what I'm calling the Freebooter Challenge. We'll only be allowed to use piracy for our progression. Mining is not allowed except for ice, uranium, and magnesium. Everything we'll be building in this playthrough will come from stolen ships. In order to make this challenge more interesting, we'll be using a 1 kilometer spawn trigger in modular encounter spawners. There are a few more mods that I'm adding into this as well, mainly small ship stuff. So it's going to be a pretty interesting playthrough here. Let's see how we do. So first thing I want to do is I actually want to find some ice. I am allowing myself to pick up ice, anything basically that you could consider to be fuel. So uranium, magnesium is fuel for our bullets, which are going to be a necessity here. So magnesium, ice, and uranium's all I'm allowing myself to actually mine. So let's see, we've got some ice over here. I'm gonna probably, ooh, yes, ice. Now, one thing is we should be spawning some installation or something in very, very shortly there. Okay, so since we have ice there, I'm gonna run on back and we are going to set the ship up to move. Since we can't do anything other than piracy, we have to get any materials like iron or anything like that off of another ship that we have to take down, or an installation or something along that lines. So we can actually cannibalize our own ship here. We're gonna make a rover to start with. So I'm just basically taking off a bunch of things on the ship here that we do not need, such as the atmospheric thrusters, a lot of the plates and things like that, in order to get some early ship setup. Okay, so I've taken apart a lot of the ship here, and I've got, like I said, a bunch of the small ship stuff in here, along with a couple other mods, mainly decorative stuff, just stuff to make more interesting ships out of. Also, let's see, where are we at here? We're gonna make a rover to start with out of our spawn ship. So I'm just looking real quick to get the parts for that. So the first thing I'm gonna need is a remote. We're gonna make it as minimal as possible. That is not the right thing. I think I've cut off, no, I haven't cut off progression. I meant to do that. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I noticed that there were some audio issues as well, so I went on and took care of all of that for you. Let's see. I went ahead and enabled scripts and other things, just basically the stuff that the mod's supposed to allow, and also disabled the progression. That way we can go ahead and just start building, because otherwise I don't think this would be a very good challenge if we couldn't go any further than sitting here. So like I said, everything that we do here, we have to, any materials or anything like that we can get from actually stealing them. We are allowed to break anything down into the components that we need and things like that, but we are not allowed to actually mine anything. Okay, so we have a remote control. Now it's time to add on some wheels here. So let me go on and take this down and add some blocks. I'm basically making just a simple rover out of this, using 3x3 wheels to begin with. And we'll probably put some guns on this once we've gotten some stuff. But the first installation we take, we're gonna have to take by hand. So I'm hoping we get something somewhat simple, or else we might have to get a little creative with it. I'm probably gonna have to wait until I can get, what do you call that? Wait until I can get to the wrong way. A unknown signal before we can move on. So that'll be interesting, because I do not believe we have all the materials necessary to move forward at this moment. I do have a trick that we can use with a single wheel drive. So if we can just get one of these working, we can actually turn this into a rover. So I need a little bit of construction components here. And yeah, just construction components is all we're gonna need. All right, good. We can steal those off of the ship here. So let's go ahead and take up these landing gear, because we're not gonna need them. That should give us what we need. All right, I'm gonna leave that one for now. That's how we're gonna stay docked, and we're gonna get rid of this one. There we go. We now have the ability to drive. So let's go ahead and pick this up. Hop in here. I will be taking down that thruster shortly. Go ahead and set the wheels up here. Let's see. I've got to control this from the remote control. So go ahead and control just to test the wheel. All right, good. Pop out and take down the back. We should have just locked the wheel there. So this should be okay to do now. All right, so we're gonna actually have to we're gonna have to take it slow with this right now. We've got a single wheel drive vehicle at the moment. We don't have landing gears. Interesting. All right, so let's see. Let's get in here and control with the remote control. Boom, and unpark. All right, now we've got to move around a little bit. You can drive this way. This is not recommended. Let's go ahead and try to get some wheels up too if we can. That way we're not running on frames here. It'll be a lot easier if we do this. I'm still gonna need some construction components, and we are going after that unknown signal immediately because we're gonna need that. Let me go ahead and fill up on ice here real quick and go take that signal down. Dump all of this in here that I can and take off. This will give us possibly upgraded tools along with a bunch of extra materials that we can use. It looks like we might have something spawning. It attempted to spawn something. Yes, it did. All right, we are not taking that yet. I do have the upgraded weapons on the ships and stuff, so we're gonna have to get kind of smart on the way we do things in the beginning. That's what makes it such a good challenge to me. Now, we're allowed to take any ship and use it in any way that we want to. So that'll be a good bonus. All right, leopard boots. Let's go ahead and get this thing stopped here, maybe. Come on, you can stop. Of course it doesn't want to stop right now, right? There we go. So we are going to be taking these completely down. Let's see, let's grab whatever's inside. Ooh, some space credits. So we are allowed to trade and we are allowed to do the things there, but we'll probably do more piracy from the traders than anything. Okay, I need to keep an eye out on that guy. If he gets too close to me, I'm a dead guy. If anyone has any suggestions on things that'll help out with the challenge, absolutely let me know down in the comments. That would be really good to get some feedback on what you guys want to see. If you don't think it's challenging enough and you want to add in specific rules to the challenge, hit me up. We'll figure out what is and isn't good. All right, so let's see. We do have the frigate, but we can't handle the frigate quite yet. We have only a simple gun. So we're gonna go across the terrain here and hopefully spawn a base soon and head over towards the ice over there because we're gonna need that for our jetpack. Like I said, the beginning's gonna be pretty harrowing, maybe a couple death spawns, because we are gonna have to actually run back and forth, or more than likely have to run back and forth quite a bit because, like I said, we don't have any good weapons or anything like that. We're gonna have to get really creative about the way we do things. But once we've captured a base or a ship, we can feel free to go ahead and use it however we want to. So I will be making a refinery specifically for magnesium, but that is it. That way we can get more ammo and things like that as well. One of the mods that I'm using, the reason why I'm allowing myself to actually use magnesium is because one of the mods that scouting outpost, that's perfect. One of the mods I'm using allows us to build upgraded weapon styles, and they've got energy beam weapons which actually require magnesium as a fuel. So that's one of the reasons, that's the main reason I'm allowing it. All right, so let's go ahead and go to our remote control and control. We have to carefully go through here. As you see, we need to raise, let's see. Raise the suspensions, bring the strength up a little bit, maybe give it a little bit of power. And we're gonna set a speed limit of about 28 kilometers an hour for now, because with just these two pulling, we don't really have much traction. We're gonna have to up the friction as well, so let's go ahead and do that. I've never really done wheeled vehicles very much, so I'm kind of at a loss to what I'm doing on this, but it's gonna be fun. We'll learn some as we go. I have seen quite a bit of people using them, but I've never really used them myself. And these guys do not like to grab. Let's check our suspension here. Are we dragging on anything? I think we may be. We need to hurry up and try to get these things taken care of if we can. So what are we missing here? We are missing steel plates, construction component. Only thing we're missing for this one is Small steel tube, one of them. So do we have that in anything that we can grab? Are we gonna need this? Yeah, okay. I'm just looking for anything in here that has small steel tube that we might be able to cannibalize. I don't want to get rid of any of this stuff yet. Not until we get us a base under wraps. We could go on foot after the base, and that might be what we actually do now that we've spawned one. Let me go ahead and create a GPS marker here. Would help if I could spell. Okay, so I now have a GPS marker. Let's head on over to the scouting outpost. It's 5 kilometers away. I'm gonna need a refill before I go after that. Now, we're probably gonna dig a trench in on this one and get in low to where it cannot attack us and find out where everything is. I'm going to have to go into my inventory here, grab this, and toss this stuff in there because I want to have as much free room as possible so we can steal some small steel tubes from the base. All right, off to see the wizard. I'm trying to stay low, that way I don't get sniped by this ship up here. Get within about, I'd say about 700 to 800 meters from the outpost here, and we should be able to sneak in on it. Oh, it's right out on the water too. That's perfect. That's right where we want. We may be able to actually use this hill here as coverage and get in close enough to where we can see what's going on with the dude and maybe take out his turret. Okay, looks like he's got missile launcher. So I'm gonna have to take that down first. Okay, the missile launcher's down. Got a turret there. Ooh, looks like we're gonna have some fun. Okay, so we're gonna have to trench warfare in here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get down here. We're gonna crouch. We're gonna dig us a trench, get all the way up there and try to disable the batteries. I thought I had auto heal cut off. I have to change that in between episodes here. I'll go through all the settings after the episode and make sure everything's good. Okay, so we're gonna have to dig down a little bit here because we are starting to run out of trench area and we still need to stay below the horizon for it. Actually, I think we're safe to come in from the rear here. Interesting. No, we're not. All right. That's what I was waiting for. It took it long enough to find me, didn't it? So we're gonna dig our way in. We're gonna have to get into the ice here. So we're gonna dig down here till we hit ice. Turn on my light for you guys here so you can see. Yeah, I think we're right on the edge of that hill, so we're gonna have to continue down till we hit the ice and just follow the ice marker here. All right, there we go. And we are 114 meters up. We'll want to come into this side a little bit here. From what I noticed, it looked like there was a turret on the left-hand side of the base that was trained on us. So we'll come in from the right-hand side. Let's peek up just slightly. Need to go further. Yeah, that unknown signal is very, very tempting, but we're already too far into this for me to think about using it or going after it. We're trying to find an angle we can come in safely. I think this might be our angle right here. We may have to dig a little bit deeper in order to keep the turrets off of us. We'll figure that out when we get closer. Usually in these outposts and stuff, I believe the batteries are underground anyway. So if we can come in right below the ground, we should be able to take the batteries out. I'm glad we took that missile turret out though. That would be pinging us all day long. Looks like I want to go this way just a tad. Actually, I believe I may have an idea here that doesn't require us to go after the batteries. I want to try to save the batteries if I can. That way we don't have to worry about building power supplies and all that fun stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fly up to the top because I'm pretty sure we've already cleared out the top. And then we're going to dig our way down and try to take out the turrets. Okay, so it looks like we may be safe up here. All right, so there should be an interior turret in here, probably directly below here. And I believe this is, no, this is the light armor, okay. Where you at, let's see. The turret that it was attacking us on the ground was directly below here, correct? I do believe so. All right, so we got our O2H2 generator here. And I believe this block right here has our turret. So we'll take this one out. Make sure there's nothing can attack us from here. No interior turret. Huh, interesting. And our turret seems to be on the block that we're right above right here. Yes, there he is. Boom. Turret taken care of. All right, is there an interior turret around this corner? I gotta be careful with that. No. Looks like we may actually have the base here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and make sure there's no turrets around. Was there another turret on this side? There may be. I'm I'm pretty sure there's a turret or two on the outside there. So we got to be careful when we come in. We're going to check this once we take it over and find out. All right, we now have control of the seat and we can check what we have here. Is there a working turret? No, it looks like we are completely safe to take this base over. Oh wait, no, there's an interior somewhere. Where is it? Probably outside. Yes, it probably is. Gonna go ahead and take the sliding door while we're at it. Might as well start taking over the whole base. My guess is if there is an interior turret out here, probably out this front door somewhere. Let's go ahead and take the ammo out of this one. I'm just hoping it's not right below us. I don't think it should be. That way when we do find the turret, we can take it out. There we go. It's definitely around here somewhere, but I don't see it. There's a hidden interior turret here. Is it down in the... Oh no, I just heard an explosion. What was that? That wasn't our ship over there, was it? Or did something crash land? We'll go explore that later. Is it still counting this interior turret down here? Nope. There it is. On top up here. Where was that? Well, first off, we need to take this out so it can't call in reinforcements. Alright, it's right under here. Or right up here. So we can actually come up underneath this and get rid of it, I believe. Okay, I'm gonna have to go take over an inventory real quick. Alright, let's take this out, or over. That way we can dump into here and figure out where that turret is. It's around this corner here. So if we can get a good shot on it without it getting a shot on us, we're perfect. Okay, so it's right down here. Yep. There, got him. No, I didn't. Got it. Okay, so the base is now ours. Let's go ahead and start grinding everything down and making it ours. This battery we're gonna leave. We definitely wanna... We don't need to take over the solar panel, I do not believe. We just need to take over all the control stuff and all of the little things, I believe. Let's look. Alright, so we need to take the air vent, the battery. Well, we've got power. I don't want to destroy a battery if we don't have to. So let's go ahead and see how much of this we actually have to take over. I believe you have to take everything over in order to completely convert it all to yours. But you can still get power from the batteries and things like that. So we're going to run that. We should be perfectly okay with that. I'm just going to start taking all these functional pieces down. That way we can use them. Motors. Okay, we'll pick that up. And we will want to convert this turret over to ours as well. What are we short for that? Alright, so that's done. We can't really grab or fix this stuff up yet. Let's go ahead and get the ship or the pod here. And then we'll start ripping some of this stuff down and maybe think about building an actual base with the materials that we got from it. Don't want to run out of hydrogen here. Okay, about 3 kilometers out of our pod here, we've actually got a supply cache. We can go after that as well. So let's go ahead and see what we can do with that real quick. I do want to get the respawn pod armored, or basically armed, as soon as possible. So we will be working on that. One thing that we can do in order to make that happen is to go pirate a bunch of stuff. So let's go ahead and do all of this. The more we can pirate, the faster we can upgrade. The faster we upgrade, the more we can pirate. So don't I feel like a dum-dum? I get almost all the way there and feel critical. I forgot to grab my hydrogen bottle out of my ship. So, yay for that. Alright, so I'm headed back to the... And there was an unknown signal on the way, so we're actually going to hit the unknown signal. But I'm headed back to the supply cache now. We're going to come in under cover of tree. Hopefully that helps. Because as far as I know, they can't actually see you through trees. Now the supply cache is rigged to explode if I remember correctly. They should be completely unarmed, but as soon as you walk inside, if you don't get the battery first, they will explode on you. So we're gonna have to get a little creative with this one. They're rigged with a sensor. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dig up underneath and see if I can find a battery without tripping the sensor. There's a warhead inside. And that warhead would be nice if we could take it apart. I don't know if any of these buttons work. Okay, these are all showing red. My guess is you probably have to be friendly with the space pirates to pick this up, which I am far from friendly. So I'm not gonna mess with it at the moment, and I'm just gonna go after the unknown signal here. We can always come back later if we need to. If anyone knows how to get into that thing, let me know in the comments. I would definitely appreciate that. That would be awesome. Ooh, we got the Kid Pajamas helmet. That's one I haven't gotten yet. All right, so go on and do this and take this thing down. Okay, so we haven't had anything else spawn yet, so we're gonna have to run on back to the respawn pod here and try to head towards our new little base over there. Hopefully it hasn't despawned or anything since we haven't been at it, but it is powered, it is owned by us, so it should be okay. I just didn't mark it with the GPS because we already knew where we were going. It's on the lake that we were headed to in the first place. So we will remote control and... Oh, wait. Let's see if we can actually finish our wheels up. That would be awesome. It's 3 and almost 2 small steel tubes. I don't feel like actually taking anything down for those yet, so we will hold off on that. What do we have with the... I don't think it's small steel tubes. I think it's large steel tubes in the thruster down here. Yeah, large steel. Small cargo container doesn't have any either, so we're just gonna run with what we got. Off to the base. This one wheel back here is dragging us down. This isn't exactly the best rover I've ever seen either. So there is that. We're just gonna head on off towards... I wish this was better terrain, but what do you expect, right? We're just gonna head on off to the base over here and hope we can get decent terrain. Let me cut off steering on this back wheel here. Let's see, that would be... Which one are you? You're probably right 5, right? No. Right 5 is the one up front. That definitely needs steering. Are you this one? Nope. It's the one we didn't try. Right 2. Yeah, we're steering a lot better now. We're dragging is what the problem is. I need to be able to pick up this tail end. Actually, we can do something a little bit better than that. Let's go ahead and drill down here and just take these pieces that are being a problem out. But I'm afraid if I do that, that'll cause issues with breaking everything apart. Okay, we got a super gremlin incoming as well, so we need to pay attention to that. Those things are pretty massive. Looks like everything's connected there, so we should be okay by taking out this bottom. Everything but that. Okay, so this should be alright. Just take out this little bit back here. It looked like the back was dragging. We can always bring the front up if we need to. I'm afraid to actually take too much of this down because I don't want to collapse anything back here. And we should be good once we take these two down. Or this section down. And that. Along with this back bumper area here. I need to be careful not to hit the other struts that I've got in place there. There we go. That should be good. Let's see if we can control it a little bit better now. Remote control. We will go to... I could just raise the back end up if I had the last piece working, but I don't at the moment. Oh, that's so much better. Yeah, that works out quite nicely actually. What it was is the undercarriage was actually dragging. So, Super Gremlin supply cache. Alright, we're gonna have to wait for that supply cache to despawn, because if it explodes, it's gonna leave nothing behind anyway. So, like I said, I got it set up for every 1,000 meters that we travel, it'll try to spawn something new, if it can. So we could end up with a ton of stuff. Okay, silver, cobalt. Nope, we can't use any of that. We're looking for magnesium, and that's the only thing that I'm allowing myself to mine in this playthrough. So if we find magnesium, we'll set up a magnesium mine. But other than that, nah. All the silver, all the gold, all the platinum, anything like that, we've got to actually steal. Now, when it comes to iron and all of that, yes, we have to steal that. Uranium, ice, and magnesium are the only things I'm allowing mining for, and that's just because we need fuel. But we will steal whatever we can of that as well. I think we can make it through here. Yeah. Okay, so Super Gremlin is about 4K out. Alright, we should be good. Try not to go too fast here or hit trees. I know it doesn't cause any damage if you hit trees, but it could spin us out wildly, so I don't want to deal with that if I don't have to. I gotta say though, I like turning this little pod into a rover. I think it's a pretty good idea. I've seen a lot of people turn it into a flying machine and stuff like that early game. But I think honestly, since you only need one drive wheel in order to make it move, I think if you take out that undercarriage down there, like I just did, this is probably the quickest, easiest way to get mobile. And now that I've taken out that undercarriage, you actually see it's pretty smooth sailing from here. Now I'm just hoping I've got a decent trajectory down into the water. I may have to move around a little bit so we don't go straight in off of a cliff. I know wheels are pretty tough, but I don't like tempting fate. Okay, if we come in at an angle here, we should be fine. No, that looks all messed up. Maybe through here. Holding down on the brakes as we go, ever so carefully over the rocks. Whew, that was so close. Yeah, I see the challenge in the Rover vehicles. I like it. Okay, let's find our little guy over here. Where were we? Okay, so high friction on ice. Fun. Going drifting, guys. Alright, so there's our base right there. We're heading to it. Once we get there, silicon ice and silicon iron. We might have some magnesium around here, and that would be awesome. If we can get yes. There we go. We got magnesium right next to the base. That's a beautiful start. So that's basically all of the ammo that we could need. I'm having fun driving this thing on the ice. You definitely have to fight for it. If you want to get any kind of speed up, that is. You can go slow and still control it. Okay, that's Super Gremlin. We haven't had any other base spawn, but it appears that the other one that we had back there is gone now. Okay, so, ooh, scouting outpost. That's basically what, yeah, we can take that out. So what I'm gonna work on here is I'm going to salvage from the base what I can to actually add some turrets to this thing and upgrade it a little bit. So let's go ahead and start upgrading this and getting everything in working order. One thing I do want to do is I want to get rid of this and put an actual cockpit in there so we can control it better. And I wouldn't mind getting some heavy armor blocks in here, especially up front where we're gonna be. Do we have, no, these are all light armor, aren't they? Yeah, okay. I don't think we're gonna be picking up any cobalt anytime soon, so we're just gonna have to deal with that. Why aren't you working? Not pressure, yeah, okay, no pressure, obviously. Alright, so what we're gonna do here, we're gonna take this down, do the same thing with you. We're gonna see about cannibalizing this base to get us at least a basic assembler going. Is there anywhere we can hook up? Yes. Alright, so let's go for a basic assembler here. I'm going to put another cargo container in between this and the assembler as well, that way. Okay, we've got easy access to it there. We're fine. So let's go ahead and make a basic assembler. Like I said, not worried about the refinery. Not yet. Well, now that we've got magnesium, we will start worrying about one. Build planner. And let's see. No, we don't have everything. We need construction components, motors, and displays. Okay, we don't need you. So we'll take all of that down. We just need some computers and displays. We don't have any of that in there. We do need this, so we will hold on to that. Let's see, what do we got up here that we can take down? We're not gonna be making missiles for a while, so we'll cannibalize that. Although, I'll take the missiles. That's a nice little thing. Let's see, go pick that up. Might as well go on and pick all of this up too. Let's see. I think trash, we should have broke it apart or break it up earlier. Trash collection picked that up. If we absolutely have to, we can grab those 4 computers, but we might not have to. There's another unknown signal over there we can take down. Once we get this basic assembler running, we should be able to take everything apart, and we'll be fine with that. See if we've got any in the Rover over here. Yes, we got 2, but that's not gonna be enough. What's in that 1? I think we needed, what, like 4 or more, right? Oh, we need a lot more computers. All right, we're gonna have to do something with the to get the computers here. We're gonna have to take some more stuff down. So we can take that scouting outpost. We may be able to pull that off at night. Let me go ahead and fill up on fuel here. And we'll check this unknown signal while we're there for any computers. We might get lucky and get some computers inside the signal. That would be nice. Basically, once we get that computer running, we can take all the stuff that we're salvaging apart for its components, and then we should be pretty much set to move ahead. Are you a bouncer? No, good. What we get? Nothing. What do we have? Med kits, interior plates, and space credits. Yeah, take everything that might have a computer before it starts rolling away on us. There we go, and now we will head after the scouting outpost. Hopefully we can sneak in on the scouting outpost. There should be, I believe, 3 or 4 turrets on it. Okay, well, we're within range now, so we need to be careful. Okay, there's another supply cache. We got trees in the way. This is a good thing, though. Maybe we can get in low on this little, looks like a little bit of a hill before it. If we can sneak up through this tree. Plasma cannon. Ooh, ow. We just got hit by a plasma cannon. All right, so, ouch. Can we make tools in this thing here? Oh, we can't tear this stuff down, can we? We gotta go back for our stuff. Fun. Time to fly back. Okay, so I was able to get in on this little ridge here. Get it between me and the outpost. We're pretty close to our body, so hopefully we can get to the body. If I have to, I'll dig into where the body's at and then grab it from there. I am currently out of hydrogen though. That is an issue, I think. And we are being shot at, so it sees us. But it just doesn't get a line, it can't get a line of sight on us. So if I have to, this is what we'll do. We'll just dig down a little bit here, create a trench to the body. In fact, let's tunnel. That's probably the smartest thing to do. Pretty far away, not gonna lie. Looks like we're getting pretty close to the surface here. Maybe we'll come out the other side here. Is that too far? Can it hit us from here? Yeah, we're still in range. I was hoping 600 was out of range. I'm not 100% sure what their range is. I think it's around 700. Need to go a little deeper there. I'm getting shot at still. Okay, so we're getting a little bit closer to them. We've got a harpy about 3 kilometers out too, so we gotta watch out for those guys. They're pretty nasty. Oh, did my body just despawn? I believe my body just despawned, guys. So I lost my gun. I probably should have ran for it. Never mind. I'm glad I didn't run for it. Okay, so we're just gonna have to make new tool, or we've got new tools. We're just gonna have to make a new gun, and we have no ammo. So that means we're gonna have to make ammo, which means we need to get the computers up. Oh wait, we've got guns. Ooh, we just need ammo. Okay, good. I did not realize that they had upgraded tools and everything in here. That is awesome. I just lost the ammo is all I lost. Now we'll just have to go mine up some magnesium and get us something running for it. So let's head over here and just mine magnesium during the night. And we will figure out how to get those computers as soon as we can. Defense installation. I'm not aware of what those are. We'll have to figure that out. Okay, so magnesium right here. Now, all this rock we're just gonna toss out when we get out of the magnesium cave here. So don't worry about picking that up. I will be tossing that out when I get out. It's just I can't avoid getting rock sometimes. This is for when we can get us a refinery up. And we're probably gonna go with a basic refinery to start with. Oh yeah, I did turn up my inventory settings as well. I figured it wasn't really worth going for a realistic inventory if we're going to be doing nothing but space pirating, because there's going to be a lot of running back and forth otherwise, just to save time. Some of my playthroughs that I'm doing on YouTube at the moment actually take about 4 hours worth of recording just to finish up, so I don't really have the extra time to do all of that. Okay, so scouting outpost. We've got some magnesium now, an entire inventory full, so let's go ahead and put that up. I don't think that we can use that in the... No, I didn't think so, because it can't process it, or it can't make anything out of it. So let's go in here and dump this in here. And what do we have in here? We don't have any computers, do we? No. Do we have anything that we can use that... we could actually, if we needed to, we could take this apart, because we don't need the generator, because we do have that on the pod out there. But that's only 5 computers. I don't think it's worth taking apart. We still need a bunch of computers here. So let's see. What can we do? What can we do? Magnesium. Unknown signal. That's what we can do. Alright, so I'm going to run after the unknown signal. Oh, we're lucky. It's pretty close. Sees what little fuel we have left here. 1.24 kilometers. Not too bad. Considering we're on foot now because we have no bottle. I probably should have filled up at the ship before heading out, but oh well. Live and learn. I'm really hoping to see a bunch of computers in this thing. That would be perfect. Otherwise, we're just gonna have to kind of wait for unknown signals, see what we can and can't pick off, because I'm out of ammo, obviously. So we're gonna have to get some sort of a refinery going, and the only way we're gonna do that is to get that basic assembler up. Then we can just take all the parts that we have, break them down, and make what we need out of it. Okay, so the supply cache is still there. Okay, gimme computers. And no computers. Great. Let's see, at least you're gonna give me something good, right? That I don't already have? Probably not. I think I've looted these too many times today. It seems like after you loot a certain number of times, they don't give you anything. Okay. Well, we'll take it down for what computers we can get out of it. Alright, so now that this is done, we'll head on back to the base, and I'm going to go ahead and call it here. Hopefully tomorrow, or what next episode, we can actually pick up some computers. That would be amazing. I think we've gotten quite a bit done today, actually. We've managed to get our own little base up. We've managed to get the Rover mobile. And we've managed to get ourselves killed a few times. So this is going to be an interesting playthrough, I think. If you want to see more, make sure you stick around and come back for the next episode. And have a good day.